Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Doug. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. We're going to be listening to an Earl Sweatshirt project today. He released an EP. I don't believe it's an album. Extended play, yeah. It's an EP project nonetheless. He released it today. I'm very excited to listen to it because I had actually forgotten he was releasing music. I was going to put on a sweatshirt for this video in honor of Earl Sweatshirt, but that would be one, really gimmicky, and two, it's 85 degrees right now, so that's just never gonna happen at all, under no circumstances. So this thing is 15 minutes long. I think that some rap songs was around the 23-minute mark, 23 to 27 minutes. I think it was 27 actually, now that I think about it. But anyways, he managed to make this shorter than that, so I'm wondering how much information is he going to be trying to pack into this. I hope he doesn't try to like stuff it full of information in just 15 minutes because it's gonna feel really frantic and hectic. You know, I'm hoping that this is a little more laid back. I'm hoping that he doesn't try to overdo this, you know, because if he does try to cram this thing chock full of information and imagery and all of that, just too much all at once, it would have definitely had to have been longer than 15 minutes. So I don't know. I'm not gonna judge it prematurely. I'm just saying one of the things that I'm a little hesitant, you know, about on this project going into it. But I'm gonna keep an open mind. I really enjoy Earl Sweatshirt's creativity. A lot of you guys said that, you know, I didn't really understand a whole lot about some rap songs on my first listen. But in all honesty, there is a lot to take in with that project, you know, and it was a legit first listen. So, you know, of course there's a lot of stuff that's going to go over my head. One thing I do enjoy about that project was how creative he was in that he tried his best to portray musically what depression feels like emotionally, and I think he did a great job. It just sounds so crazy, you know. Every single video, it just sounds so crazy, you know, going back to listen to that album. So I'm hoping that this is going to be good. With that being said, I'm excited. I know you are too. Thank you so much for being here. Support the channel if you enjoy the video. You know, subscribe, follow me on my social media, support the Patreon. It really helps to have the patrons there when YouTube copyrights these videos because their system has been on one lately. So yeah, I appreciate you all so much. Let's get into this. The first track is 74. Let's get it.
Backs, minor threats to block this kind of step back. This shit is not knocking like the duck wouldn't stick. The sun make it so my soul's crumbling. They dug it when they was young, more than I smell it, cause it's so hot. The veil lifts, the pain salient. Niggas started dark, miss me with the glib remarks. Switch to the keep it in as long.
Okay, so there's a really dope flow. You know, there's a lot of basketball references in the lyrics. You know, I really like the imagery. I like the references that he makes. I think that lyrically he's always been very, very strong. I honestly don't like the way that this beat sounds. You know, I think that the guitar had so much potential, but I think that, you know, it was wasted a little bit. You know, I don't like the way that this sounds. I don't think it's very replayable for my personal music tastes. I can see the appeal, and like I said, lyrically it's a very strong track. He's kind of telling us how he's been feeling. You know, he's always very honest and sincere in his verses. But just musically, you know, sonically, it's just not appealing to me. Next track is East.
The collard greens, all toppers, me no cap on bottle days. Flats and grand portly, all the fellas I call for my GF. My hands was on the wings. I took them off how this morning be. Mention my center strong, we all that we need. But don't call me brother no more. Keep me fishing, guys, and macabre finish. And miss my pop dudes might just hit me. Depending how to get done. Piglets in the barrel, we cooking.
Yeah, on this one, I like the music. I think that, you know, that sample with the strings is very interesting. I think it sounds pleasant, you know, and I think that, again, it could have been something much better than what we actually got. I don't think that here, his flow, I don't think that it was very nice. I don't think that it fit really well with the instrumentals. Again, lyrically, it's very strong. He's very sincere. He's talking about missing his father, having his girlfriend leave him, dealing with all these different things at the same time can make somebody really get to a dark place. So again, lyrically and the subject matter, it's very, very good. And it's sad and it's relatable and it's, you know, all of that. But I just don't think that the flow fit very well with what he actually tried to do musically. Honestly, it probably sounds exactly how he wants it to, you know? But I just don't think that it sounds very, very good. Next track is M Tomb.
I'm an eagle spinner there at the creek. We got the same amount of heat to a day. Not miles, we are gonna be alright.
This is what I'm talking about.
25 was the quarter of life. Nice. Learning how to get right. Pick a pole to grab and flip, oh, we gon' shake.
Pisces, and just like my father, still got bones to pick out. Get it? Because Pisces symbol is a fish. Whenever you eat fish, you gotta pick the bones. I get it. I like that. Yo, this is what I'm talking about, man. The best track so far, and it's the shortest. You know, Earl loves to do this to me, man. It makes me look like a fool. Whenever I do enjoy his music, he just cuts it off so quickly. The Alchemist produced this. The beat is very, very wavy. It's got a great soulful sample, and his flow is really tight. He's got this really... he's got a really nice way of presenting his flow on this beat specifically, where he sounds so relaxed and laid back, but when you listen to where he's actually placing his rhymes, you know, the flow is just really, really locked in. He's a really talented lyricist, man. You know, he really is. I think that this track is my favorite so far. It's the best one so far for sure. It's the most pleasant. It's also the least experimental, which just so happens to be the type of music that I listen to. Less experimental music, and yeah, I really like that one. Next track is OD.
Get introduced to violence. I beat you to the point my noose is golden. True and living, gold. Half my wings is broken. I spread the other from my Brody OD. Tip, she got GD, my sippy cup, hilling cuts. Revealingly, I'm refilling the pump. No concealer, stuck pieces.
This is dope, bro.
Beacon in the dust, weaving. I remember, give it up. Gin and rum. We wasn't supposed to be alive, no funny shit.
Again, very soulful sampling in the production, very smooth beat, and his flow just sounds like it fits the production. This is, again, another great track. I like that it's a little longer than that last track, and that's 2 tracks in a row that I really feel like I could come back to. You know, this is the style of music that I could really get behind if Earl starts making this more. Those first 2 tracks, they had me kind of iffy feeling, you know, about this project, but those last 2 really saved this so far for me. Next track is El Toro Combo Mule.
Probably smoking to the thought of knowing us. They lost a party growing up. Started learn that I had to keep a wedge to get out of the dunk. It's a lot of prayer among through the above. Niggas bully, but abuse the fun. Ain't getting fair now. The cost is an arm leg in the head, and all bread and concrete. Now we at the precipice dropping. Harry Potter with the drop D's. Met my rock cheese. Raw in the box seats. Let it go, and I'm hearing it away the whole thing. Hearing away, I won't leave.
Man, the second verse ruined it for me, dude. Again, not lyrically, just the mixing on it, the way it sounds. The first half of this track was so great. It was so great. Mavi was going off, you know, it was more traditional, it was more old school kind of boom bap rap. The flow was so tight, you know, the feeling to the track was so dope, it was so soulful, I was loving it. And then Earl came in and just ruined the track for me, dude. Come on, that's just not right, you know? I mean, how does somebody listen to that and think that it sounds good, you know? You can think that it is good artistically, you can think that it is good because of the sample, you can think that it is good music, but you can't tell me that it sounds pleasant, it sounds pleasing, you like to listen to this sonically. It doesn't mesh, you know? Then again, people like Death Grips. So, next track is Tisk Tisk Cookies.
Afternoon, in front of at least 300 eyewitnesses.
When I knew you wasn't a snitch. Money pack, but I'm taking my time. I need cash money, baby, we lie. I remember why. I need a 10, just like my daddy skin dark. I see your nigga too bad he a mark. Corp, just tell you I'm hearing it all. The wisdom that's in your remarks is silly. The moments is tender and soft. I'm in on the memories, God strong. But some of them.
The second half of this track is really, really nice. I didn't really like Tisk Tisk. I like, see, this still like sounds nice. This still sounds good when you listen to it, the second half. His verse sounds nice over the beat, even though the beat's got some funny sound effects going on. It's got a little bit of an experimental edge to it, you know, it still sounds good. It doesn't sound like it's a mess. It doesn't sound like it's messy or muddy. It doesn't sound like it's, you know, purposefully terrible. This sounds nice, even though it's experimental. I like that. I like Cookies. Next track is 4N. This is boring so far.
Those dies for the record, shoot them max, take a boat ride on a jet. Legendly bespoke and smoking, we keep the beacon glowing. Dicko, or catch me at no award ceremony, perish the hegemony, horse feathers on me. They'll
be okay, the same voltage, hold the charge.
I hate the way he mixes his vocals.
No regards for the cold flesh made of outcry. We know death. Alright, let's go. Left hand side stood with.
The track is fine. I really like the feature. You know, I think that the verse is really nice. I think that Earl's verse is nice, but the mixing on his vocals is terrible, and I hate that intro. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds long, and it's just so boring. But other than that, this track is just fine. Now, the thing with Earl's vocal mixing, dude, I have a segment on the channel where I listen to subscribers' music. And a lot of times, subs, when they make music, they're up and coming. They don't have all the best equipment. You know, they're recording in a bedroom. They're not, they don't have the foam on the walls to isolate the sound. You can hear echoing in the room. The vocal quality of the microphone, you know, the recording quality isn't that good. And a lot of times, their music will sound like that verse right there, where they've got these bars that they're spitting and they're confident about it, but the mixing just doesn't sound good. The song doesn't sound good. And so what do we tell them? Everybody thinks the same thing when they're up and coming. Oh, you got to work on the mixing. It sounds bad. The song is trash. When Earl Sweatshirt, who is a professional, does it, then it's creative, then it's game-changing, and then it's innovative. Come on, man. Don't hit me with that. The mixing is bad, you know, even if it's purposeful. Great, do your thing. But it's not good. It just doesn't sound good. Again, it doesn't sound nice. Sonically, it's not pleasing. Your verse is great. You're such a fire lyricist, Earl Sweatshirt. I absolutely adore how you incorporate imagery, and your rhyme schemes are always so tight. Your flow is so great. You know, it's relaxed, it's laid back, but it still finds such a nice way to be hard-hitting. You know, it's so unique the way that you rap, but I can't stand the way you mix your vocals, dude. You know, there's such a clash when it comes to Earl Sweatshirt's music for me because of that, you know? And that kind of goes for the project, not as a whole. I think there are, 7 tracks here. I would listen to the last track again, so we'll count that. And then we have M-Tune, OD, and the second half of track 6, Cookies, and the first half of El Toro Combo Mule. You know, I think that there are definitely very positive takeaways from this project, but I would say half of it I would listen to again, and half of it I would just skip. I didn't really like. It's not for me. Other people will definitely appreciate that more and provide better analysis for it, but it's not the type of music that I enjoy. It doesn't sound good to me, and so if I had to rate this out of a 10, I would have to give it like half, 5, you know, which isn't bad, by the way. 5 is not bad. It's just average. It's mid, because I like half of it and the other half I can't stand. So, I mean, like I said, lyrically, the flow, imagery, it's all so nice. It's all so relatable. It's also imaginative and creative, you know, and he paints pictures with his words that are so vivid. But sonically, you know, that's my gripe with this. I know a lot of people are going to feel a type of way about that, but you guys come to this channel for my analysis and for the fact that I am sincere and genuine, and I give my actual opinion. I'm not going to pander to you guys just because you're fans of Earl Sweatshirt, you know? That's not what I'm here to do. Gotta be honest, you know, for the sake of the viewers, for the sake of the videos. And so, you can let me know how you feel in the comment section, if you disagree, why you disagree. And yeah, just remember to be civil. There's no reason to be disrespectful or anything like that. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you think. Why maybe I should give some of these other tracks another chance. And yeah, guys, I'll see you all in another video very soon. I still have to make that Jesus is King follow-up video, so probably that'll be the next video I make. Until then, stay safe, guys. Peace out.